How you doing, ma'am?
Hello.
Oh, great to hear you. If I feel fired up and talking real fast, it's your fault because I've been listening to your music all morning.
Well, thank you. That's
Yeah,
very kind of you.
nobody replaces my normal routine of listening to music of Michael Jackson, but
Yeah.
yours did. I mean, I've been listening
Ah,
to his song, so it's unbelievable. I'm so fired up. Okay, so when I finish the intro, I'm gonna intro, then introduce you, and then we'll go live. Okay?
sounds great.
Outstanding.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show, where we celebrate the power of words and the beauty of storytelling. Join us every week. We have conversations with authors and small business owners. We have exciting lineup of guests who will take us on a literary journey like no other. Join us as we delve into the world of authors and small business owners from diverse backgrounds and cultures, each bringing their own unique perspective and voice to the table. From thrilling memoirs to captivating fiction and business startups, our guests will share their stories, their struggles, and their triumphs, offering us a glimpse into the rich tapestry of human experience. Immerse yourself in the magic of words and discovery as we explore the global literary landscape together. So grab a cup of tea, cozy up by the fire, and join us on this adventure of a lifetime. The Hollis Chapman Show is your ticket to a world of imagination, inspiration, and enlightenment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to connect with some of the most talented and compelling voices in literature today. Tune in and let the journey begin.
Hello and welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show. I am Hollis. Hey, happy Thursday, y'all. We have a special, wonderful guest today. Yeah, I was just speaking with her, and I told her I'm a little fired up, I'm just going crazy. Why? Not only is she's a great author, but she's a great songwriter, musician, speaker, and we'll talk about that in a second. So I'm a little fired up because her stuff is outstanding. But we're not here to talk about her music per se. We're here to talk about her newest book. Her music, though, inspires resilience, vision, and empowerment. That all goes together. That all plays together. You write stuff, and then you can sing stuff, and it goes back and forth and hand in hand. And I think she does a wonderful job. I was just listening to it, and I can listen to it all day. It's wonderful. She's going to tell you where to go to listen to her music, to buy her books in a second. Let's welcome to this show our special guest today, Glenda Benevides.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you very much for joining us. Sorry for going over there, but again, I didn't realize how much the song affects me. Listen to your stuff.
Aw,
It's awesome. It really is. And the reason why I like this stuff like that, I can play your stuff 10 years from now, like I do with Michael Jackson stuff, and the words just touches you. If you close
mm,
your eyes and kind of relate, a lot of songs relate to my family, my son, how they go,
mm,
the heal the world, all that kind of stuff like that. And it's the same thing with your music. You can kind of close your eyes and put your place. God's going to cut you down. The walking, all that is just
yeah.
awesome stuff. It's awesome.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you so much. Thank
you're
you.
welcome. Okay,
hmm
tell us more about yourself, your writing, and where do we go after the show to get all that wonderful stuff? What do we do?
Yeah. What's important to know about me? I've been a long time artist. So since I was 4, basically, I was performing live at 16. I got my first paycheck. I was $60. I was so excited.
Yeah.
And I just have done it all my life, and I love it, and I still love it. And I am originally from Oakland, East Oakland, California, and my parents moved me up into the Oregon area probably when I was about 7 or 8. And from there, I'm glad they gave me the opportunity to thrive and, in an environment that was actually, beautiful and trees and stuff. So, so that's me. I really just kept doing it. And with my books and stuff, I just kind of started to, I challenged myself in the sense of like, well, what is it that I have a value that could really uplift somebody, that could really enlighten them, just by my journey? And I just started looking, and I found a few things and talked to a few people, and they said, "Oh my goodness, you just never give up." You just keep going. I came from a blue middle class, blue collar worker family. So I didn't live in Los Angeles. I didn't have all the opportunities. I didn't live with artist parents. So
Mhm.
everything I had to do was get for myself. I had to figure it out, and it wasn't easy. So,
You doing both, and like I was saying before, one creates the other. So when you're maybe down and out, do you start writing, or when you're down and out, you start singing, and then you kind of put them both together? Because again, I can tell that both of them are very important to you to get your
mhm.
creativity flowing. How do you do with other people who? Because other people who are out there listening, if you're a writer, boy, singing can just count. This helps that out. Is that when you're down? Is that what you do? You start writing, or you start singing, and then you can collaborate that way.
You know what I do? This is kind of weird, but the first thing that I do if I'm down, I sit back and I review like what's going on in my life. What am I avoiding? What am I not dealing with? That type of thing. And then I look for help at that point.
Yeah.
So that just to help me get to that next level. Because sometimes when you're super sad or super upset or challenged or whatever, you don't want to go do music. You don't want to write. And
Mm,
that's just me. That's not other people.
mm,
Because what you're pointing to is, that's a therapeutic way of
right.
handling something, which is right on. Don't get me wrong. I just don't handle it that way. I have to be in like a inspired. I've always been um, like one of the first songs I heard was you say you want a
Ah,
revolution,
yeah, yeah,
well, and from there I was like, I want to write like that. I want to write
yeah,
things that point to things, that uncover things. And that's way back when, everybody was just singing love songs,
right.
which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
But that's, my thing is I love to just like point to things, God's gonna cut you down, walk in's all about um, you know, selling your soul basically. And it doesn't have to be only in the music business. It can be in any area of one's life, right?
yeah,
You trade something for something else, and then you realize that you've lost yourself. So
beautiful.
yes, yeah,
Yeah. Your title of your book, "Soul on Fire:
yeah.
The power of owning a full self-expression." Kind of break that down. How that came about, and kind of explain that to the listeners. "Soul on Fire: The power of owning yourself." Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Soul on Fire. It just kind of came out of all the work that I usually do with myself, like affirmations.
Mm,
What should I think about? That kind of stuff. Different things. What are my intentions? I kind of dove into that. The book is really simple. It's nothing really thick or anything. It's very, very simple. It's just kind of a how-to for the day. And then from that, I thought I really took the time to go, hey, how do I take all of my abilities and put them in one marketplace? Like what would that look like? And people, as far as in my industry, aren't necessarily doing that. Yeah, you can go to a concert and you can watch, they'll have big screens and you'll see visuals and a variety of different things. But it's just fun, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not really trying to point to that, but again, going back to me, right?
yeah. Mhm.
So I'm more of like, what in this space and this time, and respecting your time and energy. Not only are you coming into my live performance to enjoy yourself, but you're also coming in to think, to hopefully I will inspire you to think deeper, or to go, I really wanted to do that in my life. Or um um I just different modalities, right? I just
Yeah.
want to touch people in different ways. And I thought that I could actually do that with affirmations,
Yep.
and questions. Like I have deep questions that I would ask people, and it pops up on the screen. Then you get to see beautiful environmental pictures, and then we would discuss it. And then you have a journal to actually write in it. So you can write down your answers, take it home with you, and after the an hour and 40-minute experience, you have something extra to take home, not just a T-shirt.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, your music, your writing,
Yeah.
it connects us to deepest emotions. And like I said, I was getting emotional listening to your songs there,
Hmm.
and emotions and experience allowing us to feel heard. That's what